discussing how it went a little different experience, right, than last week.
Yeah.
So how was it transitioning to that, and then how do you think it just went overall for you tonight?
Yeah, it was a new atmosphere, new environment, new team, new defense. They're bringing different looks than last week, obviously. I thought overall there were some good things, and there was a lot of things to clean up. Personally, in my play, I thought the O-line did a great job of keeping me on my feet for the most part, and I think some of the things we've been working on in practice showed up, and I handled some of those things better. But at the end, there was a lot of missed opportunities and throws that I wanted back, and it's just. We got the result we wanted, but I think there's, in terms of my personal play, there's a lot of things I want to go back on, take a peek at, and clean up this week.
What are some of those things you want to go back and look at on the film and get a shot at?
I haven't watched the tape yet, but the way it felt was, in the second half, in the first half was just pitch and catch. I had guys, and I was just, whether I was behind them or early or late or whatever it was, I just got to make those throws, and when those opportunities come up, and keep the drives going. We had a couple 3-and-outs, and I want to keep the defense on the sideline for a little bit, let them get a breath, and then things like that. Just clean those up. I am proud, however, of the guys for they kept running their routes. They kept getting to their spots and their landmarks, and they made plays when we needed to make plays, and we got the end result we wanted. So overall, we got the result we wanted, but in terms of my personal play, I like to clean some things up.
It seemed like the longer you went, the more you got, you had that picture down past to Dez. It's really made a difference. Do you feel like you just got better in that game went on?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's go back in halftime and kind of recalibrate and that kind of thing. But for how I want to play, there's I want to be able to play from the start to the finish consistently. And I get it. There's ups and downs in the flow of the game, but there's some things to clean up, but there's also some positive things out there today.
When you guys aren't able to finish drives, the way you want, you got the field goals tonight, but you want to finish those drives. What's usually the difference there? Generally, what was kind of the difference between finishing and not?
Yeah. I think there's one or two things, on a couple different plays that if whether it's a different read or a different look, it's just things to go back and learn from and grow from. Obviously we want to finish in the end zone on most of our drives. Credit to our kickers for making all the field goals and getting us a victory. But there's just some missed opportunities down there that I'd like to take a look back on and learn from and practice.
I'm sure your coaches were probably talking to you, talking about depth in the pocket and your drop backs. Were they talking to you throughout the game, and do you feel like you improved in that area today?
That's more for practice. Yes, I think there is some mention of that, but I've been taking a mental note of being at the right spot and then keeping two hands on the ball, and that showed up a little bit today. They're bringing some different looks. The O-line did a good job of making calls and kind of surveying what was going on, and it's in the game. It's more talking coverage and what we're seeing and different cues and this and that, and that stuff's more in practice. But we've been doing it like crazy in practice, and I think today it showed up a little bit.
You like how that play at the end executed where you're on third down and 4 minutes, you're able to hit Dez for first down there. You like how that one executed?
Yes, I do. That was one of those things. Like we got off to a rough start, and then but credit to those receivers like Dez and Mike and everybody out there. The O-line included. They kept working. We were up and down, but they kept working, and ultimately they made the plays when we needed to make plays, and we got the victory. So. Super happy with how those guys responded. They're always positive, and it's a team game. So super happy to say that those guys made those plays.
One of the things last one you looked more confident doing over a couple games is throwing on the run. I didn't know is there a key to that for you, throwing on the move, or that makes you more accurate or better at it?
I think just practice and reps. If I don't know if I have a preference. Just if we call a bootleg, then I got to be able to make that throw. So just like if we're in the pocket, I got to be able to make that throw too. So just practice and reps. But overall, did some good things, and there's a lot to clean up and look back on and improve for next week. So excited to get out there on Tuesday and roll.